So I put that out and I just say, the new Celebrity Bake Off looks interesting. Right. So, right. And then I tweeted, on a serious note, there are actual Nazis in the world now causing people actual harm.
Yeah.
This is a poor old Scouse baker at a fancy dress. He is really not a threat, right? And I think most people saw that as well, because it is outrage for outrage's sake.
Yeah.
It is 10 years old.
Do you know about the pug?
No.
Can I tell you about the pug?
Come on.
Okay, so it's very relevant to this, and I'd read about this a while back and actually tweeted in support of this bloke because I didn't realise it was actually going to go to court, but it has gone to court. Today it was in the news that some Scottish bloke, I think he might be a comedian or some sort of low-level club comedian in Scotland, he has a pug. And he has trained the pug to do a Nazi salute. He's put it on YouTube. Now, there is something as a kicker to it, I have to say, which is, like all dogs, to do a trick, he needs a cue, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like normally people say heel or die or whatever they say. He happens, the cue for this
Heil.
dog, no, it's gas the juice.
Oh,
so
hold on.
So he says to the dog, who is called something like Rover or whatever.
Right.
Come on, Rover. Come on, Rover. Come on, Rover. Gas the juice. Gas the juice. And then the dog will do a Nazi salute. Right now, here's the point, though. This is why I was supportive of this bloke, because it looks fun. It is funny. It is funny. But in the world we live in now,
he could change the cue.
He could change the cue. But let's come on to that.
Yeah.
Here's the key thing: is at the top of these YouTube video, he does explain. He says, "My girlfriend, right, is annoying about our dog." Right, she thinks he's cute. Everything he does is cute. So I'm going to make him do the most horrible thing in the world in order to show her that he's not always cute.
Funny.
I think that's what he said. So he might have said he's so cute he could do the. She hates him, and he's so cute he could do the most horrible thing in the world and still be cute. It's one of those two things.
Do you think Hitler was just trying to wind up Ava Brown?
It could be.
Well, I'm going to do the most annoying thing.
Yeah, apparently.
She just thinks I'm lovable and funny. And I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah. I'm going to test it.
I'm going to show
I'm going to
her.
push the boundaries. I'm going to watch this, Ava. If she loves me after this, then,
she's a keeper.
She's definitely a keeper.
Yeah.
She was.
Right till the end.
Right till the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. As was, what's his name? Do you know his name? The dog.
Who?
There was Ava and the dog. Those were the last two people to hang out with Adolf, the dog.
Oh.
Strangely.
Poor dog.
He's an Alsatian. He wasn't a pug. Because one thing about Hitler, he wouldn't have had a pug.
No.
He would have. He would have had he's always going to have a big dog, a German Shepherd.
A German Shepherd, of course.
Yeah, that's what he was going to have. But he did shoot him, I believe.
Did
in
he?
the bunker, yeah.
Oh.
You see, you love animals. I love animals too, but Ricky really loves animals. And I've got a slight sense with the sad face he did there that he finds that the most upsetting thing that Hitler ever did. That's really upset him now about Hitler. And he may never dress as him again. That's what I think. But anyway, this bloke he's in court, this bloke, the Scottish guy.
Yeah.
He's in court today. And a Jewish bloke, I don't know him. I know you might think I know him, but I don't know him at all. He is taking him to court saying it's offensive, you can never do jokes about the Holocaust, all that stuff.
Right.
And as far as I'm concerned, you could definitely do jokes about the Holocaust.
You can do jokes about anything.
You do jokes about anything. And I'm sure we'll talk about that, but you obviously can do jokes about anything. But as it happens, this bloke, and I don't really approve of this, because I think with jokes, you shouldn't have to spell it out. But anyway, he has spelled it out. At the top of it, he said, I'm getting my pug to prove he's cute or to prove he's not cute. I can't remember. But anyway, to do the most horrible thing I can get him to do.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I doubt you'll see it in Crufts. It's also quite impressive. I mean, that is a well-trained dog.
If they do add that discipline to Crufts, I think ratings would go through the roof.
I'd love to see it. Not just pugs. Because to be fair to it as well, this comedian bloke, that is a funny dog to make do that.
It is, and also, because of the proportions, it must be harder for him to get his little leg above his head.
You should Google it. It's a hilarious picture.
Oh, great,
The skill of the dog getting his paw up.
Exactly.
And I know people with pugs, and a pug have got the very short legs that they find very difficult to balance on at the best of times.
I know.
So if they're having to do a Nazi salute and think about the Holocaust at the same time, it must be really difficult for a pug.
I want him to be doing the Nazi salute, right? And also know he's a bad boy.
Yeah.
His little eyes going, I'm a bad boy.
But that's perfect, isn't it? Because it's a pug. So they always get a little bit sad.
Yeah, I'm a little bit
They're
sad.
a little bit like, oh, I wish I wasn't having to do this, whatever they're doing.
Yeah, they have no sense of irony.
No, they don't.
Bugs.
They don't. They just have a sense of sadness.
I mean, of course, what's funny about it is the complete lack of awareness on the dog's part.
Exactly.
Right. Just
That's
like
always what's funny
when
about
a
animals.
parrot says something terrible, it doesn't, it's mimicking
always
someone.
what's funny about animals is they're deadpan.
They're deadpan.
They
don't know.
They're the perfect deadpan thing because everything they do is literally straight-faced.
Of course. Yeah.
Apart from sometimes monkeys, I think. Sometimes you get a sense that monkeys that know what they're doing.
Well, presumably you mean apes, really, chimpanzees
and chimps, yeah.
Yeah,
chimps are apes, aren't they?
Chimps are apes. We are great apes, you see. So we are 98.6% genetically identical to a chimpanzee. Yeah. So they might as well be people.
No, Danny Wallace, who is a comedian and broadcaster in Britain, did a show called "Should Chimps Have Human Rights?" Did you ever see that?
No.
And I remember thinking, I think this is one of the most important programmes they ever made. It was kind of a slightly jokey documentary, but I absolutely thought, I don't know about human rights, but they should certainly have rights.
Well, I mean, we're going that way, aren't we? In 20 years' time, we're going to see a different attitude, I think, towards primates than we do now.
I think we should. I have this theory, which is now we're moving on to something else, but I have this theory that there's a thing. Simon Amstel, another British comedian, did a programme recently, actually a feature film that was on iPlayer, the BBC internet thing. It was a feature film, a feature mockumentary. Did you ever see it? Called Carnage.
No.
It's a vegan mockumentary about a world in about 70, 80 years' time in which the killing of animals will be seen as genocide.
Right.
And it's actually a really funny but very, very on the message. I'm not a vegan, I eat meat, right? But I think that's right. I think in maybe not 70, but I think 200 years' time, the mass killing of animals will become seen as what on earth were we thinking about?
Yeah, it's not just the mass killing of animals in any way. You think if it's possible to be humane and murder an animal. I think there's degrees for a start. There's a difference between torturing an animal and a clean kill. But I worry about when people say, we humanely kill billions of cows every day. I think that's an odd statement.
We don't.
No.
That's almost. I think it's almost impossible to humanely kill billions of anything.
Of course, but let's look at even something that's even clearer. Torturing a bull for entertainment. I mean, that's medieval. That's like Roman amphitheatre shit.